Good evening and welcome to Retro 70s Kid. Sorry we didn't upload last week. We were in lockdown again, as is half our country, Australia. Lockdown just doesn't end. So we're back this week because last week we couldn't have any visitors. So it was just me and Penny by ourselves, which was fine. I love that, but we couldn't do a show. So tonight we're doing a show and it's a decent one. It's not a huge one, but grab a coffee or a tea because it's going to be detailed. Because I'm going to be showing you the shelves behind me on the set, which is my office. But I did a big clean out and dust and tidy up today, and there's some stuff that's always been there. There is some new things which I picked up at Car Boots, but I haven't shown you. So we'll start at one end and work our way through. Enjoy! Now on this top shelf, right up underneath the stairs there, we've got The Simpsons. I think that may have been a Hungry Jack's meal or something like that you bought in pieces, which I really like. I'm not sure how old that is. Then there's just a New York souvenir and a Marilyn Monroe little statue I've had since the 80s. A little Titanic in a bottle, which I've had for many years. And a little Astro Boy. And there's just a little ocean liner at the back. And then this shelf, you've seen this Bugs Bunny clock before. I got that in about 1970, 71 when I first started school to wake me up. And the Stormtrooper mug, which was a gift. The Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And that's a tram from San Francisco when I went there in the 80s. And then that's a porcelain figure of a 50s or 60s girl talking on the phone as they used to do back then. And a Tweety Bird because Seinfeld. And then we've just got a copy of an Action Man Mego there and some Brady Bunch stuff. That mug in that very back corner I actually got from Universal Studios in 85. It's now vintage. And a $6 million man clock. And then just moving over, we've got on the wall, Back to the Future flying Delorean in Matchbox size or Hot Wheels, can't remember what it is. Christine. And then we've got Herbie up the top. I used to love Herbie when I was a kid. And then the $6 million man Bionic Transport and Repair Station with a $6 million man Steve Austin in that. Then just below that on the left is a very cool futuristic looking radio. And that little hot rod I was on one of my birthday cakes when I was like 8 or 9. It's Tonka. Then down to this shelf there, this is just little tiny brats from Kinder Eggs. Then I've got a little collection of VWs down there. And an old-fashioned telephone booth, money box. And then going up to the top, we have got my Pokemon light, which I got at a car boot a few months ago for $3.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man light. Thank you, producer. And we've got my photo with Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman, when I met her. And the Superman. And then, of course, this is the Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space. I'm going to reach over your shoulder and press a button. Oh, you can't see the lights going. Anyway, that's the Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space. Then down here, you've seen the $6 million man collection I've got now. Steve and Jamie and Oscar and Maskatron. And the replaceable limbs. And I haven't shown you this one. I got this a few months ago off Marketplace, which is the Communicator. It's like a crystal radio, but it doesn't work. Because this thing, that goes in your ear, look how ancient that is. And that's supposed to drag on the ground or something and pick up radio, but it doesn't work. I don't care, it's just the looks of the thing. It's very cool. Some cards. Then we've got my old 70s Kens at the back with Evil Knievel, a Fighting Fury, and a Dynamite in her nurse's outfit, and my original Action Jackson from 71. This shelf just has some ABBA books and some CDs. So, that's the Tower Inferno. plus the Earthquake theme, the Swarm, Poseidon Adventure, Twister, Independence Day, Titanic, and more. And then Poseidon soundtrack. And that's just a TIE fighter from the Power of the Force, which I've shown you before. Then going up here on the back wall, we have got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Mego reproduction. Oh, well, I didn't bring it up before, it's a Mego. I don't know if she can get up there. And going down, that's just a modern day Jurassic Park vehicle. And that's a Superman I've had for years. That's actually a plush Superman with a really cool long tail, like he's streaming up into the air. And then that's my inflatable genie bottle. And that's just a robot cushion. Then going back up again, there are some boxed Thunderbirds figures from the new series from a few years ago, 2017 or something, which are on the wall. I got a few months ago. And, oh, that's my King Kong from when it was released on video, from Video Classics in Australia. And then of course we've got the Mego Dracula and Wolfman, which I've shown you. I did get Frankenstein there. I haven't shown you him yet. He's still in the box with Samantha from Bewitched. And that of course is my 1964 Dolly Darling Flying Nun, which I love. And in Action Jackson on his cool motorbike. Now I haven't shown you this. I got this a while ago, a couple of months ago on Marketplace. It's the Big Jim Safari Jeep with the rhino in the back. And a Raptor I got recently at a car boot. That's Chunk from Goonies. A little reproduction, I think they're cool. And then going down, you've got the Godzilla, which I've shown you before, but I love it. Why is it working now? There we go. That is so cool. And there's an alien in the box behind him with the B9 robot from Lost in Space, the original, and the little robot from Fantastic Planet, and the Terminator endoskeleton. E.T. there from Buck Rogers, 2 different sizes. And that's an original Mickey. I got him in '85 as well, so he's vintage. And from Small Soldiers, I can't think of what they're called. Gamorrean Guard? No, not that's Star Wars. Anyway, another alien in the back with a face hugger bursting out. And a Predator. And there's some little alien figures on the card behind that, but I don't think you can really see. No. And a little Wally. I love Wally. And this little cute guy from Toy Story. And that's just a little zombie I got in a box of stuff, and I don't even know what it's from. Do you want to go down again? Yep. Then down we've got the King Kong that I've had for years. And of course this Wally, which I've shown you before. His batteries are running low. And that's his little robot too. See his arms, he usually moves, but his batteries are really low. Back to the Future. There's actually a couple of figures there. Doc and Marty. Doc's fallen off his car. Jaws. The Jaws shark with the figure up there as well. And of course the 3 beautiful Dolorians from Back to the Future, 1, 2 and 3. And these are some Battlestar Galactica stuff from '78. And then up here we've got, I've shown you these before, I've got the 4 of them that were released. The card's gone all, the plastic's all discoloured. But they're from, I bought them in 84 or 85, something like that, brand new. They're worth a lot of money now. Down to my little Star Wars shelf here. Some of the 12 inches. They're original. I've shown you those with the Tauntaun Land Speeder. With Power of the Force figures. I think they're original C-3PO and R2. And these ones here. Hey, I got this a few weeks ago at a car boot. It's one of those speeder bikes, but is it a McDonald's toy? I cannot find anything on it, no writing. It doesn't, usually they're a lot longer. So I didn't know if it was a McDonald's toy or is this just the way they make stuff now? So if you have any idea, let me know. And just a few DVDs down here. You might have a bit of a scan down. The Flying Nun, Bewitched, Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Wonder Woman, Kolchak the Night Stalker. That used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. Do you remember that? And the Munsters. The original King Kong, a few King Kongs there. Grey Gardens, fabulous. And Buck Rogers. Do you remember Soap?
Grey Gardens is how you started the channel.
Grey Gardens is how I started the channel, of course. Episode 1, I did a doll of Edie, little Edie from Grey Gardens. So if you want to go back and see a lot bigger me and how new we were, go back and have a look at it. It's a great episode. Very nostalgic. Soap. That was a classic comedy in the 70s. Do you remember that? Good Times, Laverne and Shirley, Buck Rogers. What's on this side? $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, Thunderbirds, Lost in Space, Battlestar Galacticas. Lost in Space soundtrack is so cool. And Lucy, I Love Lucy, Jetsons, Wally, Goonies. Oh, Stepford Wives, such a good movie, the remake. And just stuff like the Flintstones and that. But yeah, a Lost in Space button. And I also have this cool Roseanne script. Now, I love Roseanne. I've been a fan since the beginning. Followed her whole career up through to the Connors and that whole debacle that happened, which I won't get into because it's too political, but I think it was disgusting what happened to her. And but anyway, this is a script from season 9, Satan Darling. Now, this is the last season that everybody hates, but I like some episodes. But this is the one where Darlene's pregnant and Roseanne meets Patsy and Eddie from Absolutely Fabulous. And you've got Jennifer Saunders saying cheese, darling, Joanna Lumley, and Roseanne. And of course, Patsy and Eddie are trying to get some money out of Roseanne, but it doesn't really work. But if you've seen season 9, let me know what you think. Are you one of the ones that like some of them? Like, I think the worst one is Roseanne Feld on the train. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's just terrible. But Roseanne, I love it, love it, love it. And she's got her own little YouTube channel too, which is very political. So if you're not interested in that, don't go there. But yes, Roseanne. And also, I got this before the lockdown at a car boot. King Kong from 2004 from the Peter. What's the director's name? Peter. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, who directed the movie? That awesome movie. This is the King Kong to it. Now, it was $50, brand new, unopened, and I didn't really want to pay that, but I thought, okay. And I looked on eBay, and they were going from 80 to 120-ish sort of dollars, so quite expensive. And when I got home, because it was still dark in the morning, I didn't realise that the top was wrecked, which I didn't like paying $50 alone for the wrecked top. But when I opened it up, it didn't work. I opened up the battery pack, and it had three AA batteries in it from 2004, and they don't put them in toys anymore. They use the little ones. And of course they leaked and corroded, and the springs corroded out. So it's supposed to roar, and that was the roaring action. That doesn't work anymore. I'll just quickly whip them out, just to show you these little people that it comes with. I really like that. You can see the size of him compared. But yeah, this is so disappointing. Won't bet. But here's... Well, you're supposed to press that and he's supposed to roar. And his mouth's supposed to... See the rubber, his mouth's supposed to go like that. And that's the mechanism that's not working. Here's... Oh, well, he kind of beats his chest. But the thing is... Oh, his foot's now broken. Stab a rat. Oh, yeah. Great. A few years ago, I got one of these at a car boot for $8, exactly the same. The roaring function wasn't working, so I paid $8 for the thing just without the box, and then I paid $50 for this, and it doesn't work. But that happens, you take the gamble. It's just not nice to get ripped off when you spent so much money. So that's that disappointing King Kong. Probably one of the boys will get that. Now, how do I dust all this stuff, you're probably asking, and what a nightmare it would be? Well, I have three, an assortment of three. My Velita duster for the basic everywhere. This is for the detailed, it's a makeup brush. It was like $2 at the reject shop. And that's really great. See, you can just get right in there. Give it a twist. It's perfect. Its bristles are so soft, but they get right in there. And you can do that with all of them. And there's also this. Do you remember these from years ago? They are so good. I don't know why people don't have them, but I do everything with this. See the computer, and you can do all your... Hang on. It's fabulous and it's fun. I'm a freak. I'm a bit like Monica. I like a Monica clean. So that's it. That's my what's on my shelf night. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got a lot more stuff than this, but you have to rotate. Instead of, some people have giant basements full of their collections, which are beautiful, and I'm jealous as hell, but I can't do that. And so I have this area because I like my house to be a house, not like a teenager's bedroom. So I have all this in the one area up under the stairs like Harry Potter, and I can block it off with a really nice room divider. So, and I swap it out. So every few months I'll get bored, dust it all, and then put some new things up again. And that's what you've got to do, is just swap stuff out. And it's fun, and you rediscover stuff. So thank you very much for joining me. Let me know what you think. What was your favourite? Did you have anything as a kid? And don't forget to like and subscribe and share to like-minded people. Thank you very much, and good night.